5 things, important things that you need to get done as soon as you reach here in Canada as an international student. I hope this video will be helpful for you guys and it'll also be fun to watch. First thing being accommodation. Yes, you need to figure out your accommodation if possible back home. Mostly your college will have WhatsApp groups for international students wherein they'll put like accommodation availabilities and like if someone needs like a roommate to share and whatever, there'll be like options available in those WhatsApp groups. So if I can find any groups, I'll link it down in the description box. You can check that out. People do it as part-times and they are usually connected with agencies who like help international students. So get in touch with your agency. They might have contacts. I got in touch with someone who's a Malayali, so it was really helpful for me, and through her I actually got in touch with the owner of this house, and that's how we arranged our accommodation, and it's one of the nicest accommodations that we could get actually. I have shared my house tour in my previous video, or I will be sharing it in the next video, so yeah. And also I'm sharing the rent and utility budget according to where I'm staying. I've talked about all that in that video, so yeah. Look out for that. If I've shared it, I will put it up here or here, wherever. I'll put the link up. You can check it out and get an idea of how much you will have to spend for an accommodation like this. Okay, so yeah, we arranged for it before we came here and it was a blessing. I can't imagine having the stress to walk around and search for accommodations after reaching here in like this winter. If you're coming in winter, don't take risks, don't take chances. No. After that 1 month of winter, you can still get out and search for a good, better accommodation. The winter is still not over. It's going to be until about Feb last to March first couple of weeks. And the address is very important when you're going to start your bank account or going to get your SIM card, going to get your SIM, like which all of those things I'm going to cover. But yeah, for all of these things, you need an address to give. So you need an address, okay? And for like a May intake or September intake, like all of those intakes, it's fine to come here with a temporary or no accommodation and then search for something after reaching here. It's all fine, but during winter, I would highly suggest that you find something before coming here. Arrange your accommodation before coming here, especially if you're coming in winter. The second thing is SIM. Yes, you do get or you might get a SIM card when you go for your biometrics in Chennai. Like I went to Chennai. Some people go to Bangalore, I guess. So when you go there, I was also offered a SIM. I got the Kudo SIM when I went there and they activated it for me for January. And I thought, yeah, I already have a SIM. Cool, great. But after reaching here, one of the housemates who had already come here like 4 months ago, she took us to Walmart and she said that Kudo is good, but then Fido is much better. And also when we went to Walmart and when we inquired about offers and deals at that time, Fido had some pretty good deals. So we took Fido, but always it's better to come here and find a SIM because the deals, the offers and everything keeps changing here, okay? Even the rules and laws and everything keeps changing here like every 2 months. So it's always better to come here and get your SIM. You can get it in like 5 minutes. You just have to go to superstores like Walmart or you can go to any malls. They'll have like these network operators there and they'll provide you with a SIM. You just have to give them some details. You don't need your SIM number to get your SIM. It will cost you about $40 to $50 per month. So yeah, don't think of it as like, oh my god, it's so expensive and I get like what 5-10 GB per month. It's perfect because you will have Wi-Fi where you're staying, you'll have Wi-Fi in your college, you'll have Wi-Fi where you're working. So you'll have Wi-Fi everywhere. All you need the data is for when you're outside, when you're traveling. That's all when you need your data. I had 15 GB for January and I used only 4 GB the whole month. You don't use it, okay? So 15 GB is more than enough. And you'll get like unlimited calls, local calls and unlimited text, international texting. And I think I can call international to India for 20 minutes or something of that sort. So yeah, you get all of that, okay? Even after taking a SIM, you can port it to other networks after a couple of months. If you don't like the network operator, you can port it to another network operator easily. Get something that gives you better deals and also that has better network in your area. The third thing that you need to do is get your SIN number. The SIN number, or the social insurance number, is what defines you in this country. You can get it from Service Canada as soon as you reach from the airport itself, or apply for your SIN number from there, and then the SIN number comes in post later on to you. But then I think you might need an address proof, or you might need to give them some kind of address details in order to get that SIN number. You can use your SIM card bill as your address proof when you're going to get your SIN number. But if you did not get it from the airport, then you can even apply for a SIN number online. But then when you apply online, it takes about 21 days to come to you in mail. But if you want to search for jobs as soon as you reach, it's better to go in person and get it. So go there like really early and then get in there. Okay, you don't need an appointment, just go there really, really early. So we went there, I think at 6 o'clock in the morning or something. We went there, we stood there in the queue for like about half an hour in that negative weather, and we finally got in. And it's a very simple and quick procedure. You just need to give your SIM card bill, which has your address proof, just certain details that they would ask for. The basic things, okay, the passport, your ID, the study permit, and those things. Just give them that. They'll just ask you a few questions regarding like these details, the same details that's in there, and also your phone number. So yes, you need to take your SIM card before you go for your SIN, because then it'll have all of these information already in there, and they will give you your SIN then and there, which is perfect. Then you don't have to wait for your SIN to come in the mail. You don't have to worry about not having a SIN even after applying for a job and all of that, okay? So yeah, SIN is very important, and also it's a very confidential information. Anyone who gets hold of your SIN number is capable of getting all of your information. Only and only when you get a job, like only and only after you have signed the agreement that you've got the job, you're supposed to share your SIN number with them. Any job here in Canada, if you're going to do, you have to share your SIN number. And your SIN number will have the details of how many hours you've worked and how much payment you've got into your bank account and all of those things. So your SIN has all of your financial details, your social details, your background details, everything. So do not share your social insurance number with anyone unless and until they have already hired you and they need this information, okay? The next step that you have to do is prepare a resume. So I'm guessing that all of you who are coming here as an international student wants to get your own part-time job and make your own living here. In order for you to do that, you need to make a resume. If you already have your class schedule with you, then please make your resume from back home and print it in bulk, like at least 30-40 printouts, and come here, okay? Firstly, you have to go to certain places like Staples, or Staples is like a stationery, art and craft supply, office supply kind of a store. So you will have to go to places like that in order to get printouts. So it's gonna be hard once you reach here and you're a newbie here. You don't know how to go to certain places. You're still learning how to use the London Transit, the public transport, the bus, the fan card, if you have a fan card, and all that. You're still getting used to all these things. So traveling around to get those printouts and then traveling around to put those resumes out, it's a lot, okay? We went through that, and I don't want you guys to go through that. So prepare a resume. I think a lot of resume templates are there online already, but if you need like a template or something, let me know. I will give you guys the link to something, or I'll put up a PDF or something somewhere, okay? So yeah, if you need something, let me know in the comments. I will help you guys. But in your resume, the most important thing is your availability. So put your availability clearly. If your grading is dependent on your attendance, then please just don't put your availability randomly. Check your classes and make sure that you're not including your class hours in those availability, and put your availability accordingly, because that is all they want to know when you're available. Because they don't need like a lot of skills and stuff for blue collar jobs, which are like in working in superstores or grocery stores or cafes and restaurants. They don't need a ton of skills. Don't take up like the whole resume explaining your skills and experiences. They will ask you things in the interview. So the resume is just gonna give them an idea that you want a job here, that you can do the job, that you're an international student, that you can do part-time, and then your availability. These are the only things that needs to be there in the resume. So if you have a healthcare background, like me. And if you want to work in like specific field, in healthcare field, as a receptionist, as a assistant, or as a pharmacist, and all of those things, then maybe you have to explain like your previous experience in that field, because in healthcare and all, they will look if you have experience, because it's important. If you can please make your resume from back home and print it out and bring those printouts, because printing is pretty expensive here. Okay, so yeah, get like 30-40 printouts from home and come here. Winter, then the job availabilities are much less, so you will have to put out your resume in like multiple places for multiple times. So put out your resume first as soon as you reach here, and if they don't call you in like a week or 2 weeks, then go ahead and put out your resumes again. Some of the things are kind of dependent on the luck as well. You will get a job within a couple of months. Don't worry about that. You will get a job. There is a ton of job availability here. So yeah, don't really worry about it. You will get a job within a month or two for sure. Trust me on that. Just keep trying. Just keep putting your resumes everywhere. And even before you come here, you can start applying on Indeed actually. Just make your resume and upload it on Indeed as well. So Indeed is the platform where you search for jobs here in Canada. If any new jobs in that area comes up, Indeed will send you mails regarding those jobs and opportunities, and you can just start applying through your mail as well. So yeah, it's a very easy process. Wherever you get like 5 minutes of a break, just go on Indeed, search for jobs, just keep applying. It just takes like a couple of minutes, and then there'll be like a few assessments that comes up according to the jobs that you apply. And in all kinds of assessment, the only thing that you need to keep in your mind is customer is my priority. That's all. You're good to go. The next thing is, of course, starting your bank account. So most of us who are coming here as international students will already have a GIC. So only after reaching here, I realized that PhD students won't have a GIC because they're not required to make a GIC, because they're coming here and earning from their university itself. The GIC is just a deposit that you make with any bank account. Mostly it's Scotia or CIBC. I will suggest that you make your GIC with Scotia, because after reaching here, I learned that from many of my seniors and many people who have already been here that Scotia is much better and trustworthy. Okay, so if you can get your bank account in Scotia only, yes, it is a little tedious to deposit GIC in Scotia, and also the the customer service system is a little down, especially if you are trying to reach them from India. It's a little hard. A tip from me is to reach out to them through Twitter. So I did have an issue with Scotia when I deposited my GIC. I did not get a receipt from them. So I didn't know how to contact them, and I didn't know how to call them. Like, it's international. I didn't know how to contact them. So what I did was I reached out to their customer service through Twitter. I made an account in Twitter just for this, and then I reached out to them. My issue was resolved. So yeah, that's a tip I would give with Scotia. Reach out to them through Twitter. So once you have your GIC in place already, and once you're here, book an appointment. It's very easy, simple steps. Just Google it and you'll get the website. Go to the website and book an appointment for the nearest possible date. And in Canada, guys, this is very important. Punctuality is very important. So if you're given an appointment from 2 to 3, you need to be there at 1:55 if possible. Okay. But if you're late, mostly you're going to miss that appointment. It'll be hard for them to finish off the work within that 45 minutes if you reach late. They need that 1 hour to start an account for you. So that's why they've given 1 hour of appointment. In Canada, they do appreciate punctuality very much. So yes, book an appointment, reach there 5 minutes early if possible. Inquire at the help desk. They'll tell you will have an appointment booked with a certain person, and that will be your financial advisor throughout. Okay, you can do everything through the apps and through your mobile or internet banking. You do not need to go to the bank at all. So yeah, it's just the first time that you need to go to the bank and start an account. And if you have any doubts, clear it with them then and there, if possible. If not possible, they will give you their phone number, so you can just call them and ask later on, or you can even book like on-call appointments after that. So yeah, it's pretty simple after that. Just only for the starting of your bank account, you need to be there in person in the bank with your financial advisor, and they will start your account. And while starting your bank account, make sure that you ask for the bank deposit forms, which you will need when you are going for a job. Okay, so when you go to any part-time jobs, they will ask you for the bank deposit form that you've got from your bank, which you need to give them, because that has all the details on how to pay you your salary. So Scotia, for me, they gave it right away. I didn't even have to ask them. They just gave it to me. So yeah, it was not much of a headache. But my friend who had an account in CIBC did not get the bank deposit form when she went to start an account. The job orientation, they asked for the bank deposit form and she didn't have it. And now she has to go to the bank in person again to get that form. So yeah, I just learned that. So I'm sharing with you guys. So yes, that is the 5 things that you need to do as soon as you reach here as an international student. And I really hope that it helps you in some way. Okay, I think I covered the main 5 things, which is accommodation, your SIM card, your SIN number, your resume for part-time jobs, and how to apply for part-time jobs, and the last thing being your bank account. I hope that was helpful for you guys, and if it was, please give this video a big thumbs up, and also please do comment down below if you have any doubts or if you need me to help you with anything. If you want to see me do all of these things, then please check out my first few days. I'm just saying that if you need to see me do all of these things, or if you want to know what I've been doing since I've been here, I've been filming and I've been putting up vlogs. So check out my vlogs. I'll link it up here or here. I don't know. Yeah, I'll link it up here. You can check it out. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you all. Bye.